Yeah, my extra item is ready. Hello everybody! Say hi! Cheers! Breakfast! We are going to 12 Cave, the Lake Cave. 30 minutes to 12 Cave. Hello everybody, show ya. Hello everybody, love this. Hello everybody.
Hello everybody, we are here at
Lake Cave or Jewel Cave.
Jewel Cave.
Jewel Cave. Neme mo tadi ni. Hi, where are we going?
To Lake Cave.
Say subscribe
Subscribe
to Ashim's channel. To Ashim's channel.
to Awesome's channel.
Okay. Welcome.
Have fun.
Thank you. Cave tour. Cave tour. Machigi gang this. We are. Wow.
Negi hola nawa.
Ana video ko beme. See the cave tingo mami dem na.
Oh na me dike.
Yalla, oh my god.
I think we can go even deeper.
Yes.
We can go even deeper. Mana video ko beme. Leke. Tang jadi tourist guide he donero. Like no much tourist guide. So tourist guide. We need to get ticket. Oh,
Thank you.
thank you. Oi, ani sekarang na chia bioshin kasi mo nakikimi na. Mo, oi naki dotsa. Ano naki? Yala. Same guy minute. Mo bubu. What you say? It's good to see all those after so long. Wow, ani minute kef ta men gombra. Yala. Ay kashke. Oh my god. Nee, meme. Wajib butan na.
Okay, everybody, I'm Murray. I'll be your guide for the tour. In the local language, the Wadani language, I would say Nalakadik, Wardan, Mortkan, Kadakani, Chapuncha. Welcome to Saltwater People Country. How are we going with those stairs? There's 320 stairs to go down, which means there's 320 stairs to go back up again. The good news is that when we come out of the cave, you're allowed to spend as much time as you like going up the stairs and out. So you can stop at all these platforms on the way up, take your time on the way up. There's no rush to go up. We shut the gate at about 5 o'clock, so I think about 5 o'clock we should be right. So Lake Cave is kind of in two parts. So this is kind of part A of the Lake Cave experience. This big kind of sinkhole, this big crater we're in at the moment. In caving terms, this is called a dolene. Because what this was, in ancient times, this was actually the main chamber of the cave. There was a ceiling that went all the way across the top here, and all these stalactites and stalagmites actually began forming when it was an underground cave. But what happened to that ceiling was, it wasn't very thick. It was only about 2 metres thick in places. The trees grew on top of that ceiling. They drilled their roots through the ceiling. Over time, those trees die and the roots rot away. So we're left with little skinny holes where the tree roots used to be. And if those perforations are too close to each other, then that part of the roof will collapse, another part will collapse. So it didn't kind of fall down in one big bang one day. The roof kind of crumbled away over thousands of years. And without the ceiling on, a few things have happened. So most importantly, all the sticks and leaves and the organic matter kind of filled up the dolene and broke down and made a lovely rich soil down here. So we've got a nice little microclimate down here. We've got all the different birds that live down here. Lots of insects live down here. If you do stop at that platform on your way up and you look straight across, you'll see there's like a little cavern that's full of bees. There's all beehives in there, lots of honey and stuff. The white decorations you can see on the walls are of course spider webs, thousands and thousands of spider webs. They belong to a very tiny spider called Bedumna microbus. About 20 of them would fit on your fingernail, that's how small they are. And they stay in their web, so if you're worried about spiders, don't be worried about those ones. Lots of lizards and other reptiles live down here, of course. We won't see me today, probably not warm enough. We also have some little marsupials, the flowering plant in the world, and they're unique to the southwest of Western Australia, so they're pretty awesome trees, those ones.
Oh, wow.
These ones here are probably about 300 years old.
Yeah, 300 years. And Mike, do more. Go. Mommy, keep up. Ay,
ねしやばいめめこね
Hindi.
しやば
kati mo tadi?
Eh, ano na ke?
Yung kef. Asa geti cham ni meme mo. Ane bi chugo be. Ella ma. Ay nga chibutan ni siya judo zumme mo.
Imbe. What the fuck, bro? Shorty, tatut yani tertemba.
Framed view of the sky, call that a living window or a natural window. Nice kind of bug's eye view of the world, I guess. So basically, rather than going under the ground, we're now about to go inside an ancient sand dune that developed about 1.5 million years ago. It's about 100 kilometres long, that sand dune, only about 3 kilometres wide. Over time, the sand, the shells and the coral fused together, meshed together and become limestone. And then what happened is water travelled through the limestone, dissolved away all the softer limestone and created caves. So there's about 160 caves in the Little Naturalist Ridge. So you're 100 kilometres long, 160 caves. Many of those caves have been used by the Wadandi people for 40,000, 50,000 years. However, we found no evidence that the Wadandi people came into the Dolene, so they probably didn't know about this particular cave. So then we look at European history. So the first European to see the Dolene was back in 1867, and it was a 16-year-old girl by the name of Frances Busselton. So the Bussels were one of the first farming out families in the area, and they lost a few of their cows. So 16-year-old Frances went out on her horse to try and find these missing cows. She was riding a horse. The bush was pretty thick back then, it was a bit hard to find. So it wasn't scenic with nothing more than a candle, and explored the entire length of Lake Cave. Realised he'd found something pretty special. They kept it a secret for a while while they got some funding together, some permission from the Queen.
Oh, yes.
Alright, last set of stairs, guys.
That time we discovered baby method one.
Yeah.
Same thing mo. Concept 때.
몸디기로 뭐 몸디기.
얘는 뭐 쪼나 본디. 괜찮아 괜찮아. 놈에
야, 이나. 맞돌로야?
매매 돈 잡지.
나 그시만 쓰네. 스파이더 웹. 오 마이.
나기 스페셜.
왜? 나 너무 불안해. 다시 오행이지.
뭐또 하나 더.
그래 멈추지 나.
소스케나 주.
나 못나 줘있다. 나처럼 가이드네 봐 나처럼. Mind your head, my dear.
오케이. 얘는 뭐 캐논. 막급 저거 보면 미소로 힘들어.
주주 남 주주 아마 어떤 분이 있어요. 어떤 굽해줘.
람스톤
My goodness.
So here we are inside Lake Cave, guys, in part 2 of the Lake Cave experience, I guess. Out of the doling into the underground part of the cave. Lake Cave is what's known as a stable, active cave. So it's stable in terms of that limestone, as I said, was formed about 1.5 million years ago. That's so old, it's now meshed together and it can't really move anymore. It's a very stable cave, this one. And it's an active cave in terms of all the stalactites and stalagmites. The calcite crystal is still actively growing, so it's an active cave. Or in layman's terms, we call it a drippy cave. Has anybody been dripped on yet? Well, if you get dripped on, we say that's good luck. If you get dripped in the eye, that's really good luck.
Wow.
If you get dripped in both eyes, straight to the lotto kiosk. But it's important, if you do get any of the water in your eyes and you win the lotto, don't forget my name's Murray. We make light of that because some people are a bit worried that maybe the water's a bit toxic or a bit acidic or something. But no, if you look at that drop of water on the end of that stalactite there, that fell as a raindrop over a year ago. It's been filtering through the limestone for a year. So it's beautiful, clean, filtered water, that water. So yeah, as it's come through the limestone, it's picked up calcium carbonate from the limestone. Now, if that drop of water can hang on the end of that stalactite long enough, without another drop coming and pushing it to the floor, so if it can stay there for about 4 or 5 weeks, the calcium carbonate inside the water droplet will crystallise. So yeah, when you see all these stalactites...
Thank you.
The last one was one in the water.
Ой, дай себе тебя. Кажи мне так.
Really rare cave formation. It's a inverted table or a suspended table. So what happened here is, try to imagine the level that we're standing at now. That was the floor level of the cave for a long period of time. So there would have been limestone all across here at this level, and the cave was dry for a long period of time. And what happened is a stalactite formed here, and a stalagmite formed here. Look where my torch is now. You can see that stalagmite there about to meet. So that's what happened here. Stalactite met, all this column. Then the water's flowed down that column onto the cave floor, and that calcite crystal was formed on the cave floor. Then what's happened is the water's come back into the cave and it's dissolved in the soft limestone from under the calcite, and it's left that calcite suspended. So to put it in perspective for you, that whole formation, so that weighs 5.5 tonne. So if you think of a car like a Swift or a Jet, they weigh 1 tonne. So So this weighs as much as 5.5 cars. So this was a column. You can see how it used to be joined here. But when the water went under this one and made a gap, this column broke and fell into the gap. So that's what usually happens if you make a gap under a column, it'll just break. But yeah, for whatever reason, these ones didn't break. I'm holding up that 5.5 tonne weight. This big formation over here is the same stuff too. So yeah, flowstone. And for the flowstone to build up that big, it would have taken about 320,000 years of flowstone.
320,000 years.
And Tim Conley, the guy that found the cave, he named this piece of flowstone the Sphinx. He thought it looked like the Sphinx of Egypt with the broken nose there. Some people see the shaggy dog from the Chewbacca. Maybe Chewbacca from Star Wars. And then this one poking out here, we think looks like a mythical creature. This one got named the cave dragon. You see a dragon's head poking out there.
Dragon head lo andi. Dragon head lo ya. Yalla.
So this section of the cave here is really interesting because this is our fastest growing, or most active part of the cave. It's growing so fast, you can actually see the stalagmites have started growing on the concrete platform here.
Oh.
And if you look above, you'll see thousands of these young stalactites, these straws. So yeah, as their name suggests, these ones are actually hollow, like a drinking straw. The water comes down the inside of that straw. And again, if that drop of water can hang on the end of the straw long enough, that ring of crystal will form and that straw will get 0.5 millimetre longer. And if you look, every single one of those straws has got a water droplet hanging on the end, just waiting for that crystal to form. And then normally what happens to a straw is it'll get blocked and then the water starts travelling down the outside of the straw and the crystals form on the outside of the straw. So that's how the stalactites get thicker. They all start off with a straw that gets blocked. Can you see this straw here with the black mark on it?
Oh yes.
So that's a burn mark. So that burn mark got put on that straw in 1950. So anything below that burn mark is new growth. So in 75 years, you get a straw that big. So maybe a little bit longer. In a human lifetime, you get a straw that big. So if that's a human lifetime, think how many human lifetimes in some of these structures here. And so because that's so lucky, that one got nicknamed the Wishing Well.
Wishing well, wish bemendo.
And then again, because this is wet all the time, the crystals are forming all over this at the same time. So we get this rim pooling effect forming, all these little pools of water, like rice terraces on a hill, I guess, as the crystal forms around the edge and those pools get deeper and deeper. And in the water, we get these other crystals that form under the water, which are called cave pearls. So in this big pool here, there's big pearls, but in the little pools, you'll see tiny little pearls. That's our coat of arms, our emu and our kangaroo. See our emu and our kangaroo there? Oh. Some people see two people on the couch watching emu and the kangaroo. And if you've got a really good imagination, on top of this one here, I had a kid on tour one time tell me that one on top is a monkey drinking a milkshake. See that? But again, if you use your imagination, get my perspective from back here. As I said, yes, the largest suspended table you can see anywhere in the world. Big wow factor here, lake. Yeah, lucky to have the water here at lake. I think the reflections really kind of show off that formation. You can just see it hovering above the water. grain of crystal. And what it also leaves is a wet track. So then the next drop to come in will follow that wet track, leaves its crystal. The next drop follows that wet track, leaves its crystal. So on and so on, hundreds of thousands of times to get that beautiful thin sheet of calcite called tree root.
Yes, yes,
So this tree root belongs to a carry tree. Again, we're on the other side of Cage Road now, and that carry tree is about 60 metres tall. But this tree root has just drilled its root through 62 metres of limestone to come down here to get a drink from the
I had to drip water in my eye.
You're trying to get one in your eye?
I got one. Is it?
Oh, you did? Good luck. Yeah, you had good luck.
Nice. Thank you.
Ticket.
Thank you for the tour.
No worries. Thanks for coming down.
Hello. It's really nice.
Ashim.
La?
Ashim.
Huh? La?
One drop in my shoulder, the other drop in my head, in another.
Oh, I got another drop.
Another one in my head. Another drop in my head.
So yeah, but here you saw 18 metres.
That's good luck, Boo Boo. You have to wish something that you want to do in your life. Now we are going back.
Oh, you booked online? Good idea. That's definitely the way to do it. Yeah, especially if there's a voice on you. Sometimes two people can switch.
Really noise.
That's nice. Short and sweet.
Short and sweet, Memo.
아,
Short and sweet, Kev.
내가 맞다면 나 준비했니? 근데
Yeah.
뭐가 같은 거 아니네. 그럼 소소 이러다 이제.
이 체중이 소스매야.
소소. 하나 치킨 맛 하는 거. 제가 오이. 그래도 또 고등이는 소소해.
We are finished finally. We are heading back now. So nice. Much first batch na. Nice.
Yes, slip down the side of the doorway, wedge yourself into the entrance of the cave,
Did
and
he?
you think, how is that helping us at all? Well, it actually has left us single one into the exit. Single one into the
We have another batch. We are the first batch. Mo, Bubu. We are first batch, my mo. Last na ya. Oi, morning jogging jo zoom me da dina le ta mo.
Let's exercise for the
Pumcho, come there. Yeah.
You may have been to 5 times today.
Ngara kingi pa gimbe. Swim mo pumcho la. Chilo pumcho la. Mo pumcho. Oi do. Oi. Nei ki chila dim de mina. Dam so dum.
Actually, as per geographical history in Jong, ngachi chui country.
Ide.
I mean, the barna get them, but emotion jeva.
Kaçtım da. Kaçtım da aşım.
Barna again, they will get the
Ani ino floating baby dino. Float baby water thoga. Let me see. Kongi science na lap ngachi gi. Religious na take be damo. Ta shoy. Na ki dume na ki. Sasa. Machi. Ter na on kyo zan me.
हाँ नहीं सिचरा
Panna zumera.
अगर एक बात कर
It's very satisfying. It's very nice. Very refreshing. Naki this duda naki. Kachi dula? Kachi dula? Porpa? Yalla. Ah. Wow. Kasi mo naman sabi jug sa cheni.
Pumchu, come back now. You are taking photo. Pumchu,
Ani alus.
지금이 자기가 제일 하나 얘기 안 하고 자인 다시.
Shosho pumchi bobo.
Pumchu.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We had a great time. 나 토메가 있지?
아무도 샤워.
나 포토 세션 시다니.
Kasi 10 minutes na lang tayo. Do.
내 책이 같이 한번 밑에 아예 배우지 깨도. 나디 비디면. 나나 리밋 따면 뭐 나디 비디. This is photo session. Ngay thêm em. Photo session. Chúng kẹp kia đây xe dù sao biết lục chủ đó so
Until next time.
so as we cut out do it's very satisfying.
Nemo.
Ime
Call me building.
Ani metro ish do me. Heta zindi.
imesi ngacha ni de ngachi lady bimina ngachi lady dani gi mete. This is the end of jewel cave ki tour am chi bizosi. So now we are heading back to Tadi katilo ashim Canal Rock. So the sports society juni bedo we are going to another sport. Bye bye. See you. Thank you for watching.